Welcome to SVR IAS Academy. ComeOnIndia.com is our website. In today's Hindu newspaper discussion, you will learn important topics which are useful for all competitive examination in India. Today's date is October 29th, 2016. Let's start today's Hindu newspaper discussion. First, go to the home page. You should be able to identify the important articles which are useful for competitive examination in India. Left side, you can see briefly, it deals with the India-Russia relationship, especially about BrahMos. Every year, BrahMos is an important topic for prelims examination and also for other examinations. Recently, India signed MTCR. MTCR stands for Missile Technology Control Regime. What is the benefit of that? And BrahMos is a supersonic cruise missile. Supersonic cruise missile. Underline these points. So important points are BrahMos is a supersonic cruise missile and it is jointly produced by India and Russia. And other point is that India and Russia recently decided to double the BrahMos missile range to over 600 kilometers. The range became possible because India recently became the member of Missile Technology Control Regime. Here, for further news, we have to move to page number 13. So let's move to the page number 13 of the Hindu newspaper. In page number 13, you can see the continuation of the topic, that is BrahMos to be doubled. In this article, you should know what is cruise missile, what is ballistic missile, what are all the difference between cruise missile and ballistic missile, and what is supersonic missile and what is hypersonic missile. These terms are very important to understand the functioning of any missile. Here, underline this point. India earlier was denied the access to this missile technology with more than 300 kilometer range. Earlier, the range of the BrahMos missile was about 290 kilometers. So India and Russia jointly producing the BrahMos missile, that is a supersonic cruise missile. The range was earlier limited to 290 kilometers because India was not a signatory to MTCR. MTCR restricts. Here we'll discuss what is MTCR briefly. Go to Wikipedia and you can see the definition. So MTCR is an informal and voluntary association. It means it is not compulsory for any nation to become the member of MTCR. So it is a voluntary and informal association. There are 35 countries are members of the MTCR. So the important point is that Missile Technology Control Regime prevents the proliferation of the missile and unmanned aerial vehicle that is capable of carrying more than 500 kilogram payload with more than 3000 kilometers. So the important point is that if earlier India and Russia were jointly producing the BrahMos, so it is a missile. Russia is the was a party to MTCR and India was not. So the BrahMos missile cannot carry more than 500 kilogram payload and cannot be more than 300 kilometers. Cannot have the range of more than 300 kilometer earlier. Now recently India also signed MTCR regime. There's a multilateral export control regime. Now there is no restrictions between India and Russia, so they can enhance the payload as well as the range. So that's why India was denied the access to technology with a range of over 300 kilometers because India was not a member of MTCR. The decision to enhance the range of missile, the BrahMos missile, was taken when the Russian president visited India to attend the BRICS summit which was held in Goa. The BrahMos missile can be launched from the land, air and sea. So don't forget, this is another important prelims point. It's not only air version, it has three versions: land version, air version and sea version. So the missile, this BrahMos missile, was developed based on the Russian Yagont anti-ship missile. It's an important prelims point. And now what are the benefits of enhancing the range of BrahMos missile? The range will significantly enhance the standoff capability and operational radius in striking the targets. These are the benefits. And BrahMos missile has been already deployed by the Army and Navy. Air version is under testing. And also prepare thoroughly on what is cruise missile and what is ballistic missile, what is the difference between these two. To get a video lecture on this topic, visit our website comeonindia.com. Left side you can see Hillary maintains a lead over Trump. Here we advise you that in this topic don't read daily. One important issue is that how US president is elected. How the president of US is elected. The process is very important for the civil services examination. Because this topic comes under GS paper 2, where you have a syllabus called Comparison of the Indian Constitutional Scheme with that of other countries. In India also we have the president post. How Indian president differs from the American president, and also differentiate between the parliamentary form of government and the presidential form of government. To get a video lecture on this topic, visit our website comeonindia.com. So no need to read the Donald Trump Hillary issue on daily basis. Wait for the elections to get over in November. And another article about festival rush chokes roads and metros trains. So during the festival season, because of the overcrowd, metro trains, buses are full and road are facing heavy traffic. If you are appointed as a district collector in a particular district, how will you manage this? What are the steps you will take to manage the festival rush? So prepare from that point of view. In the home page on the right side, you can see one important article. It is very, very important for GS paper 2. The article is Center is trying to decimate judiciary, Supreme Court. To understand the issue completely, you should know how judges of the Supreme Court and High Court are appointed at present, what is collegium system, how collegium system functions, what is the first judge's case and what is second judge's case, what is third judge's case, what are the importance of that, and also you should know about National Judicial Appointment Commission, National Judicial Appointment Commission, and why Supreme Court struck down the bill National Judicial Appointment Commission Act. Because Government of India brought National Judicial Appointment Commission Bill and passed it. It takes away the appointing of judges from the Supreme Court to a committee or panel representing equally from 3 members from executive, 3 members from the judiciary. Based on the consensus or majority, members will be appointed. First, let's complete the article. Recently, Chief Justice of India T.S. Thakur said that Center failed to provide or deliver its assurance in filling the judicial vacancies in the topmost priority. The argument is that if vacancies are not filled, crores of cases that are already pending in the lower court, high court and Supreme Court, so justice will be delayed. And here this paragraph tells about scrapping of the National Judicial Appointment Commission law by the Supreme Court. And after scrapping the National Judicial Appointment Commission law, Supreme Court asked the government to frame Memorandum of Procedure for Judicial Appointments. Memorandum of Procedure for Judicial Appointments. So central government is framing the Memorandum of Procedure, but Supreme Court said that the judgment was passed in December 2015, but for the past 9 months nothing is happening regarding the Memorandum of Procedure for Judicial Appointments. So the topic comes in the GS paper 2. In GS paper 2 we have a topic about federal structure or separation of the powers between the various organs, dispute redressal mechanism and institutions. So the center Supreme Court fits in many areas, here also. In this image you can read a few important points. At present there are 24 high courts are there in India. It is an important point. So only the current strength is only 43% and vacancy is 57%. So vacancy is much higher than current strength. Another important point is that the sanctioned strength of the Supreme Court judges is 31. Don't forget, 31 is the sanctioned strength of the Supreme Court, the number of judges. So at present number of judges is about 26. In this background, first let's discuss what is collegium system. Collegium system is a system under which appointment and transfer of the judges are decided by judges themselves. They created a forum. In this forum, Chief Justice of India plus 4 senior most judges are there in the forum. 4 senior most judges. So the forum is the strength is 5 CJI and 4 senior most judges, and the forum will decide about appointments of the judges to the Supreme Court and High Court, and the forum will decide about transfers of the judges from one High Court to another High Court. One important point is that the collegium system is not mentioned in the Indian Constitution. Our founding fathers have not mentioned about collegium system in the Indian Constitution. In this background, what Constitution exactly says about appointment of the judges of Supreme Court and High Court? Article 124 and Article 217 both deals with the appointment of judges. Article 124 deals with the appointment of Supreme Court judges and Article 217 deals with the appointment of High Court judges. Article 124 says that appointment of the Supreme Court judges can be made by the President of India after consulting with the judges of High Court and Supreme Court as the President may deem necessary. So while appointing the judges of Supreme Court, President of India should consult the Chief Justice of India before making appointment of judges to the Supreme Court under Article 124. Now let's discuss about Article 217. 217 deals with the appointment of High Court judges. Here, judges of a High Court can be appointed by President of India. Before that, President of India should consult the Chief Justice of India and Governor of the state concerned. Apart from consulting the Chief Justice of India, President should also consult the Chief Justice of the concerned High Court. So these are the important points that you might have studied in polity. So let's prepare thoroughly on judge's case, first judge case, second judge case and third judge case and its importance. To get a video lecture on this topic, visit our website commondindia.com. Here we'll move to the page number 12. Here in the 12th page, you can see that don't want institutions to clash. Supreme Court, that we already discussed. The topic comes under GS paper 2, where separation of powers between various institutions like executive, judiciary and other institutions and grievance redressal mechanism. So here we found no additional points in this topic. All points that we already discussed. Another important article that published in the Hindu newspaper's front page is about pollution to be severe even if Diwali celebrations are limited. Here we should know about PM 2.5, PM 10 and also you should prepare about air quality index that is followed in India and how air quality index is measured, and you should also prepare about SVR. SVR stands for System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research. This topic comes in GS paper 3, where we have a topic called environmental conservation, environmental pollution, environmental degradation. This article deals with the pollution in Delhi and Noida and surrounding areas. Even if the Delhiites manage to reduce the fireworks emission to half, the levels of the harmful particulate matter will remain 4 times the safety limit during the Diwali time. This was a research done by SVR. SVR stands for System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research. It functions under the Union Earth Science Ministry. SVR functions under Ministry of Earth Sciences. It released a model to assess the level of particulate matter in Delhi, Noida and Gurgaon, especially between the 11 PM on Sunday till 3 AM on Monday. This time pollution level will be higher due to relatively slower wind speed and more moisture level in the air. These 2 points are very important for the prelims examination. When wind speed is slower, particulate matter will remain in the same place for longer period of time. At the same time, moisture level in the air is higher means the impact of the particulate matter will be high. Another important point is that particulate matter 2.5, the standard value is 60. For a particulate matter 10, the standard value is 100. So these are important prelims point. For a particulate matter 2.5, the standard value is 60, whereas for a particulate matter 10, the standard value is 10. So 60 and 10. We also advise you to make a notes on air quality index that is followed in India and compare the India's air quality with the air quality of China. One key point about particulate matter 2.5 is that it is more harmful than particulate matter 10. So the very important prelims point, particulate matter 2.5 is more harmful than PM10 because PM10 is a coarser particles and PM2.5 is a fine particles when compared to PM10. In this image, you can understand the PM10, PM2.5 much better. Also about PM1. Particulate matter 10 reaches the trachea from nostrils. PM10 will not enter lungs. So damage is minimum with the PM10. But PM2.5 or particulate matter 2.5 enters the lungs or nostril and reaches the lungs and causes maximum damage. You might have heard the term alveoli. Alveoli is the basic structural and functional unit of lungs. PM2.5 can reach the alveoli and may damage the alveoli. Alveoli is the place where exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. Oxygen enters the blood from alveoli and carbon dioxide gets released out of the lungs from alveoli. PM1 or particulate matter 1 is more dangerous. After reaching lungs, PM1 reaches the blood so that PM1 gets deposited in most of the organs including liver, heart, spleen and other structures. So prepare thoroughly on the particulate matter and its dangerous aspects. To get a video lecture on this topic, visit our website comeonindia.com. Another article that published in the Hindu front page is about new strain in India-China relations. Recently, Dalai Lama, who is a Tibetan spiritual leader, visited Arunachal Pradesh. China considers Arunachal Pradesh as a part of its southern Tibet and claims entire Arunachal Pradesh as its own. India says is our integral part. Arunachal Pradesh is our integral part and we need not to get permission from any country to allow any leader to visit our place. Details of the article is on page number 13. Now let's move to the page number 13. So here in the page number 13, it was discussed in detail, but all the points that we already discussed about Dalai Lama's visit to Arunachal Pradesh. If you read the newspaper on regular basis, you may notice some issues which are straining the India-China relations. One is India's entry into nuclear suppliers group. China opposes India's entry into nuclear suppliers group directly or indirectly. And second, declaring the Jaish-e-Mohammed leader Masood Azhar as a terrorist by United Nations. All countries except China supports India's stance, but China holds veto power. So it says that more discussion will be needed. So it's another issue which strains India-China relations. Third, construction of the dam across Brahmaputra river and China's plan to divert the river towards its northern regions is another issue that needs to be addressed. Fourth issue is Arunachal Pradesh issue and Dalai Lama's visit and US Ambassador Richard's visit to Arunachal Pradesh. And another issue is China-Pakistan economic corridor that goes through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. India raised its objection to CPEC corridor project. Sixth issue is that social media call to boycott Chinese goods. To boycott Chinese goods is another issue. So these are the important points you can quote on India-China relations in mains 2016. If you get a question on India-China relations in GS paper 2, so prepare thoroughly on this topic. So now we have discussed important articles which are published in the homepage or front page in the Hindu newspaper. Another article that published in the Hindu newspaper in the Delhi page is about 3-tier air treatment system to tackle the air toxicity. Recently, Delhi government has introduced 3-tier air treatment system. The system includes wind purification unit, mist fountains and virtual chimneys at the 5 major traffic intersections. So remember the 3 names. When asked in the examination, you should be able to write 3 points: wind purification unit, mist fountains and virtual chimneys. The system has the potential to reduce the carbon monoxide and particulate matter by 40 to 60%. So remember, it can reduce the carbon monoxide and particulate emission. Delhi government launched this initiative in collaboration with the National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, Environmental Engineering Research Institute and IIT Bombay. In December and January month, pollution level in Delhi reaches its peak because in the winter month, pollution stays for longer period of time because of the high moisture level. So in the December and January month, air treatment system will help a lot to reduce the level of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. So this topic is very important for GS paper 2 about Delhi's initiative, the 3-tier air purifier system. 10 days back, world's largest air purifier was installed in the China's capital, that is Beijing. China's pollution level, especially in the Beijing, is high. In the last 1 year, China issued 2 red alerts over worsening air pollution in the capital Beijing. In this image, locate the air purifier. It takes the dirty air inside and cleans the air and releases clean air which is devoid of carbon particles and dust. Then where carbon particle goes, it filters the carbon particles and finally converts into diamond ring. As you might be aware that diamond is nothing but made up of carbon. So this system converts the dirty carbon into diamond. So the diamond can be used in the rings. So let's prepare thoroughly on this topic as well. It can be asked in the prelims and other examination like banking, SSC. Page number 10, go to the page number 10 where you can see the editorial extending the food security. First, you should know about National Food Security Act in detail. It is one of the important area for the prelims and mains examination every year. After launching of the Food Security Act, many states joined this initiative. Some states like Tamil Nadu and Kerala were not joined this initiative and they showed more time to join National Food Security Act and its implementation. Recently, central government threatened to raise the price at which it was allocating the food grains if Tamil Nadu and Kerala did not implement the National Food Security Act. Centre said that if both states are not going to implement the National Food Security Act, they would have to pay rupees 22.54 rupees for a kg of rice for their monthly allocation under above poverty line category. At present, these states are paying rupees 8 per kg of rice for APL category. End-to-end computerization and process of adding the Aadhaar number and end-to-end computerization of the PDS will help to remove the bogus cards and target the beneficiaries. In this background, in GS paper 3 we have a topic called public distribution system and its functioning and its revamping, food security. So prepare thoroughly on the public distribution system and its functioning and how to revamp it, and about few important points about National Food Security Act. There are so many other articles. In the 9th page, you have to read about more Indians eating beef and buffalo meat. And in the 8th page, you should read about Android phones gave the Maoist away. How Android system works. Because in GS paper 3 we have a topic called science and technology and applications of science and technology in our day-to-day life. How CRPF used Android system for tracking the Maoist, and recently in an encounter more than 30 Maoists are killed. How it was possible? Because Maoists were switched off their mobile phone, but according to the experts, Android system works even when phone is switched off. So prepare thoroughly on this topic as well. The 12th page, you can see another important article. Armed forces are answerable to the government, Supreme Court. So prepare thoroughly on this topic as well. In the page number 13, there are so many articles which are important for the civil services examination. BrahMos that already we discussed in detail, and on the left side you can see the second Mars mission. They're also important for the civil services examination, and here NGOs must be kept out of the Naxal hit areas, Chhattisgarh. It's a very important topic for mains. And Prime Minister Modi to visit the Japan in November month. Civil nuclear cooperation agreement may be signed. And another article is National Anthem. Supreme Court issues notice to the government. Another important article in this page is the Defense Ministry to look into the civilian military parity. It also raises one important issue, and Prime Minister will celebrate Diwali with ITBP Jawans in Uttarakhand. ITBP stands for Indo-Tibetan Border Force. Or in this background, let's prepare thoroughly on the structure and mandate of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force, because it comes under GS paper 3, various security agencies and their mandate. Here you can see the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting advertisement. National Unity Day is celebrated every year on 31st March. The article is about Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So let's prepare thoroughly on the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and his contribution to the national unity. It is one of the important area for the mains 2016 in GS paper 1, and in essay also you may get a question. In the page number 16, there are some important articles like call drop issue. So prepare thoroughly on that. And new Binami Act will take effect from November 1. So prepare thoroughly on this also. And another article, India must ready itself to implement trade facilitation agreement. So prepare thoroughly on the trade facilitation agreement. That's all about today's Hindu newspaper discussion. Share our video lecture with your friends, and if you're interested to join our IAS 2017 online video lectures batch, visit our website comeonindia.com. In the IAS 2017 online video lectures batch, you will get prelims videos, mains online video lectures, current affairs online video lectures, prelims test series which includes more than 20 tests, and mains test series which will be conducted monthly once from November month onwards. And the duration of the course will be from October to October 2017. If you have any doubt about our course, our WhatsApp number is 809-809-9922. The cost of the course is 6,750 for 1 year. For 6,750 rupees, you will get all the prelims, mains, current affairs, prelims test series, mains test series in our website comeonindia.com. After making payment, we will provide username and password within half an hour. For more details, WhatsApp to our number, and all the best for your IAS exam preparation.